choice into Silas, is Damwon's answer. And they'll go Corki anyway. It's not going to be the Lissandra matchup that we've seen almost.
Dark Seals in abundance is bad move.
He's actually done pretty well. He's only 400 gold down with the clutch.
Speaking of doing well, that's a nice double play coming in there as the Unbreakable gets a lot of value, but it's not over yet. Deft trying to keep the slow here onto Beryl. Does get the frost shot to come in. Nuclear's in trouble. The ignite goes down. There's the flash. The fadeaway jump shot takes the lantern, and that's first blood in the 2v2.
Damn, the top difference. It's bot eventually into starting Sheen and working on a proto belt, but we'll wait and see. Pawn did go Black Cleaver Akali, so
exactly. So Trinity Force Silence could be a thing.
And he's playing so well. He's going to get, of course, as you would imagine, the Rift Herald summon. They know where their bread is buttered, and no surprise. Noguri is the one they're focusing on bot lane, though.
Yeah, not going to be able to click the lantern, and Deft is just taking down Beryl with the flanking Braum play, and he's successful.
Makes this about a 50-50, which means we got a hell of a game one on our hands.
Speaking of 50-50s, Cuz is looking for this. Paranoia is going to be available, but it's not taken. Mon is throwing around some missing up the Infernal Drake there from Damwon, and then getting out safely is multifaceted purely because Deft had such a huge item advantage as that was happening. It was an opportunity to get that team fight, and now Paranoia comes down on the bottom side. Pawn taking so much damage. The arrow is going to land. Nogari's going to be the first to go down. Kingslayer keeps Pawn alive, and that is the gank that we wanted out of Cuz.
And if this is a boxing match, there's a counter jab coming through from Kingzone. They've already taken top lane outer. So there just was no counterplay to that play. There was no answering objective. And speaking of counterplay,
yeah, we're looking to do it again. Canyon is going to make his way down, but everyone from Kingzone is going to be here. Pawn even teleporting in as Showmaker. You can't cancel those anymore, and he wishes he could as Canyon is going to get slowed down. Goes into stopwatch as the arrow lands onto Showmaker. Thought it was aiming for Canyon, and now Damwon here to try and turn it around. Pawn's found Showmaker in the back line, and it's all going to hell in a handbasket for Damwon Gaming, front to back, and Kingzone smashed them.
Front to back, Kingzone Dragon X, the super best friends. They're always five-man group. There's no man left behind. When Ornhorn exists, when Nocturne and Ashe can also hard engage, the answer is probably increasingly you don't.
Well, hook is going to land here. It does land onto Noguri as well as we're looking for the re-engage. Cataclysm comes down from Canyon, but now the Ornhorn has sounded. The double knock-up comes forward. Beryl keeps himself alive. Canyon's already dead. Noguri running for the hills, though, and they're too sticky. This Kingzone comp will just stay on you forever.
And Showmaker doesn't do damage yet with 22 minutes in.
Yeah, it's a really cute abscond to come out from Pawn, but Showmaker has nowhere to go. And this should just be Baron and should be Kingzone walking towards a pretty comfortable victory here in game number one.
And you see increasingly why the Corki last week was bold. It wasn't for the lane matchup, did well on the lane, but it wasn't the Lissandra answer that no one else has. And it's a scaling champion while they need to play early game. And if Jace could do it alone, it'd be enough. But too much engaged. Jace shut down twice, and this will be Baron, Kingzone Dragon X.
Yep, some pretty good fishermen right there. As we
don't remember enough NBA Jam quotes, although he's on fire. But the Molten Edge definitely fits into that narrative. This Deft is really, really far ahead of his opponent. Consider that he is one entire item completion.
Piece has been upgraded, Pop Smithy. That's a Rolex, I'm pretty sure.
There's, quite a lot of name brands on the side of Kingzone. Unfortunately, Damwon have to go off-brand. They don't have enough gold. They can't contest. If here's that ultimate, Braum will be able to stop the full effect.
Yeah, but is he going to be able to stop this as Canyon just gets obliterated? Pawn abducts his way back forward, and that's a double kill coming in for Deft. Is it going to be the triple? No, the Ornn is going to pick that one up. Deft was tanking the turret, which is why he took so much damage. Doesn't have to get too far to get out of the way of the shock blast, but now base is broken. And Kingzone are just going to start tearing it apart.
The only reason it's not everyone broken is, like you mentioned, Deft had turret aggros and couldn't actually focus on damage. He's TPing back in. They've got teleports. They've got everything. So Dragon X
top laner, because this has not been that hard carry performance that we've become so used to.
So much of this game and this loss about...
Okay.
Here's the re-engage.
Yeah, Nogari's going to come in, play. He's going to go wide, but Deft is finally going to find his way forward. One auto attack, and that's going to finish him off. Damwon is still going to go for this one as Nuclear and Beryl come in. Low health bar on Twosome, but he's controlling so well, and Deft just tears them all apart. Nuclear is going to survive, but it's a triple kill instantly. And this should be the end of the game for Kingzone.
They're just chasing the loss. They know that it's all lost here. They're trying to find the one time where they might have a health bar advantage. Not enough, and Canyon, goodbye.
Yep, Pawn just boops him to death. The Silas is finally going to work here. Kingzone, wonder why no other teams can win with it. Pawn's 2-0 right now. Feeling pretty comfy. Nexus is going to go down in game 1. Goes to Kingzone in this best of 5. And the gauntlet has been thrown. Rascal survives the lane as the on. Noggery couldn't do enough.
Neutralize Noggery, profit. That was the entire thing that was going to be scientifically evaluated in game number 1. And we mentioned not so much on the side of Damwon Gaming. All lanes are going to be guaranteed here, and Canyon needs to have an up performance on the Lee Sin.
Oh, wow.
As that's just a
I
pipe.
believe to make his way back down towards this bottom side. Wants to be able to get his ultimate online. Still hasn't hit level 6 just yet. But a Bone Skewer finds it onto the Tahm Kench as another binding does come in. Realm Warp now to come from Pawn as well. Is not going to get that chain, but that's first blood to the Rise. And that is going to put fear in the hearts of Damwon, because now Pawn is set to carry.
Preparation for the Drake and the early level 6 on Deft. We get the other side of the coin, and that will mean first Infernal, Kingzone Dragon Axe.
Yep, Canyon, we'll see whether he can actually go for some sort of steal. He does dive forward, but that's just going to be him dead, most likely. No, just going to be a whole bunch.
Out of matchup that you need time in as the Akali. However, his health bar goes down. With how it started, can it be finished?
Yeah, Shelly's actually doing some work here as Arrow's going to fly. Good flash there from Pawn, gets himself out of the way. He saw Damwon wanted that one to register. Okay, Rascal, perfect execution does come in as Tusin's burning to death. Does have to use his stopwatch, but will keep himself alive. That's the dunk from Cuz as he gets rid of the Lee Sin. Is now Deft looking for his way in. Soul Shackles is going to be utilized now once the stun onto Showmaker. No! Tusin's not going to get it, but still, they're going to pick up these kills. Nuclear now going to be very, very strong, and Pawn not going to be able to fight him. Double kill for the Ashe.
Ends up being pretty even overall there. Really big fight. You saw that if Pyke had a full health bar and could have got that first range AD carry, the MVP in the late game. Again, a back-ended point for Kingzone Dragon Axe.
Yeah, we'll see whether Tusin can actually use that gold delivery system with the death from below as these fights move on, as Noggery's found Rascal. Wow. Ultimate is going to be available here as Pawn comes up. Rascal's just trying to keep him interested, diving back on forward, but there it is, and just perfect execution coming out from the Akali in the end there. Arrow once again going to get flashed as we pan back towards this Dragon Pit. Ocean is what Damwon are trying to get, but Deft is still looking for more. These puddles really hurt. This is pre-nerf, remember, as Tusin dives on in, does pick up the Lee Sin, and steals the Dragon on the Pyke. Rascal now looking for Showmaker, who's dancing around this one, but the Ashe falls down. The Pyke is online, and Kingzone just roll over Damwon.
Pyke just popped off. Atlas got every
tempo with an extra priority that they're playing with around this map. That means that this Mountain Drake has been started. Deft doesn't find the binding there as Showmaker's now looking for him. He takes a lot of damage. Arrow flies in, has to flash in the end. That's a good kickback as Pawn's in potential trouble. But Rascal teleports in and is going to try and affect this one. Dives on forward, the perfect execution. Canyon, first one to go down. The death from below looking for Noggery. The second comes in, resets abound here for the Pyke. 5 kills for Tusin.
Noggery doesn't have TP, so it's always going to be outnumbered. They're looking for the turn, keeping their options open.
Yeah, Rascal's just going to try and 1v2 while they take this one down. They should be able to do it. Showmaker trying to make his way in, but it's down to 1,000 health, and it's taken. Cuz is going to secure it, and the Realm Warp to get them all to safety.
Is going to be much more backload. The only time that can happen is in chance late game fights. That's not now, but here is a collapse.
Yep, they're now looking for Pawn, but he's taking no damage. The Righteous Glory is in. Canyon has to get the hell out of there, as Damwon were trying to commit, but they're just not working. That was, speaking of not working, Tusin is eventually going to be able to pick that. No, doesn't actually come through as Pawn has to get out of the fight. Cuz goes golden as Deft deals with this turret on the bottom side. Good black shield, but it's not going to be enough to save his life. Stand and deliver from Nuclear. They are able to get one on the board, but it's still going poorly for Damwon.
Top members were there. Could have turned on Cuz and blown him up pretty quickly. Getting through Righteous Glory after Shock Rise was going to be difficult, even with the duo lane coming in.
Yeah, and also, it was great communication because obviously... Oh, okay, that's a Shock Blast that stole away a Mountain Drake. Pawn is pretty much a tank, sitting at about 3,000 health. I think Ryleigh's Crystal Scepter has been built up here by the Rise, as Deft could be in trouble. That's the Distortion, avoiding the Dark Binding, is now Pawn just running in on the front line. Okay, Cuz, has he overstepped now? Good binding is going to land, as there's death from below. Beryl, he should be the next target, but Pawn just kills him before that can even happen. Good kill on the Akali, but it's not enough 2 kills now for Tucson, and he still wants more. Realm Warp gets Pawn in there, flashes forward, see you later, Showmaker. And that's what we expect out of this man in the mid lane. Kingzone's Pawn is so strong. Just jumps in, gets rid of Showmaker, and now they should even be able to potentially win the game off this push.
And they will, Atlas. I'm consulting the thermometer. Kingzone's too damn hot right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're coming in with the creative draws. They're making it look easy, and they're putting DWG Gaming on the sideline.
And we thought game 1 was fast. That was 27.5 minutes. Now they're winning at 26.5. Nexus is going to go down, and what the heck do you do if you're DWG Gaming staring down the barrel of this Kingzone's 3-0?
You sit back and appreciate a team that's just on another level to you today. Kingzone Dragon X, they don't need to celebrate. Acorn comes in, and I feel like we're getting the spirit of Acorn as a player. This guy was known as the best lane swap top laner. Would play Kayle and lane swaps. It wasn't just the tanks, he could do it creatively. And now he's bringing in all his off-meta stuff and making it
now being considered, and DWG thinking about a hyper carry composition towards the later stages of the game. They've got a hell of a lot of damage, and Canyon will survive for now, and in fact no red buff yet to be picked up. Now Kingzone looking for a potential dive. That's a teleport coming from the Lysandra. They're starting this one so early. Huge knock up onto Hoyt as Tucson has to flash, and he's going to go down. It's a botched dive and maybe an overconfident Kingzone here in game 3.
Hoyt was able to prop the after trades pretty even.
Yeah, some aggressiveness there from Rascal.
Here's Canyon.
Yep, he's going to head towards the bottom side of the map. Can Tucson actually get out? That's a great body block there from Hoyt, who wants to be able to get the trample proc. It's a decent double tomp and not enough to save the Galio. As now Kingzone are looking for this teleport play. Kennen wants to find his way in as Canyon gets the dance of arrows, but the headbutt's good. Hoyt might sacrifice himself, and Rascal is going to get that kill. 1-for-1 with teleport invested from Kingzone.
And also the time of the top.
Whole lot of control now to DWG top side of the map, as Nuclear is in a hell of a lot of trouble. That's a pretty good taunt, and that's an easy kill. Just not sure what Nuclear was doing there.
That seems really poor timing, because
all members of Kingzone hanging around the area. They should comfortably grab this with all the priority they have bottom side of the map. We're about to tick up to 10 minutes into the game, so Shelly could be a transition here from
cleanse Zillion, and you might have to cleanse flash out and then be out of range of your ult as well. So Riptail down, and Showmaker, speaking of cleanse.
Yep, another cleanse is now going to be on cooldown as Cuz is looking to take down Shelly. Rascal's going to come in from the backline, but will be here relatively late. Cuz does pick that one up as Hemo Plague. Not going to get too much value. Great triple knock up there from Hoyt as he dives on in. Lamb's Respite now getting value onto Canyon, but now Rascal's going to have to flash out. Deft very low, but will still pick up that kill as Pawn doesn't follow the claw. Hoyt will get taken down as Nuclear finally turns up. Hoyt gets out of there, but Nuclear's not going to get any value. It just dies. Oh no, it's a disaster for DWG fans, as it just feels like they don't have enough damage here at this stage of the game.
No more further. Couple of slaps on minions, so once again, well played to him. Definitely DWG's MVP so far, but Kingzone team effort. Look at that TP spot!
Yeah, that's an aggressive teleport here as everyone's going to surround the cannon. Slicing Maelstrom does come in as Hoyt falls down. Rascal, they knew exactly what was happening. That's a good stopwatch, but I don't think it's going to save the life of Canyon. Sorry, it was the chrono shift. Canyon now trying to turn it onto Rascal. That's the flash lightning rush. Isn't going to be enough. Lamb's Respite counters the Void Rush here from Cuz's Kingzone. Deal with the Vladimir on the back line. The bomb is doing some good zoning from Def, but Kindred is still going to fall down, and Showmaker loses all his friends with only a reward in a kill on the Rek'Sai to follow it up.
But DWG Gaming, they're chasing without any people going down. The casualty is sadly Cuz, who has the ignominy of the bomb ticking. Here's the Drake.
Yeah, another fight. That's going to be a steal from Cuz. Gets it with an auto attack after his smite somehow. He will get taken down, but the Dragon does go to Kingzone. Now Pawn trying to keep himself alive, has the ultimate. That's a hero's entrance to write home about. Gets the knock up. That's a very dead Kindred. No Lamb's Respite. This time around, double kill for Def as he's in the backline, and now Rascal, he's peeling for the 80 carry, and Def keeps himself alive. Showmaker gets baited forward as Def just dashes over the wall. There's even a stopwatch to keep Pawn alive, and they're just playing so good this day, man. It's so strong. Oh yeah, it is filthy. Even on the top side, 1,000 gold, double Infernal, so that's only going to add to that one. As the Lamb's Respite button was found there by Canyon, but the taunt does land. He's going to go down. It's the chrono shift that's going to be in there from Showmaker. It's now Hoyt. He's just getting kited. Pawn throws out the ultimate. One more auto would have done it as Hoyt is going to limp away. And now Noguri gets dashed at by Deft.
And that was 5v4. Kennen couldn't get there. It was TP advantage from Noguri. But Noguri just ends up with a defensive teleport after all. And might even look for a pick on the back end.
Yep, that's going to be the flash in. Instant kill. Rascal's going to be able to pick that one up now that he's turned up to the fight. Congratulations, Rascal. You made it.
And they're able to Dumb1 Gaming has been a bit off the pace, but the best from Dumb1 was they tried to put in game number 1 and 2. Wasn't enough, and then we have moments like this where Kingzone are just absolutely bulldozing through them in game number 3.
And how is Rascal doing this? Pawn looking for a blue buff, isn't going to be gifted with one, as now Cuz has started this up. Rascal has found Dumb1, Headbutt Pole comes in. Banshee's Veil not going to be enough. Hero's entrance comes down, slicing Maelstrom right onto Nuclear as the Dragon does fall. In the backline, Rascal takes down the Kaiser and flashes away Noguri. Has to use his flash to get on over, but Dumb1, they're losing everyone on their front line. Showmaker gets obliterated, Noguri as well, and Deft and Pawn do too much damage. Every team fight is just on a silver platter for this team. Slow motion team fights because the finesse was so beautiful to watch. And now we may actually have Kingzone Dragon X versus SKT for our second round in 2 days' time. And that matchup has all of a sudden got way more fun. It's looking so difficult here as Nuclear just almost gets burst to death instantly from Deft's damage.
And that's the Lucian high damage build. He's gone in. You see the
Zone staring down the barrel of a very impressive 3-0 victory here in the round 1 of playoffs. The gauntlet run was looking good as now the final engagement. Lamb's Respite very early once again, but that's a great heroic entrance as Hoyt uses his ultimate and he's going to keep himself alive. Deft is going to fall down. Rascal in the backline as well, but Cuz has a lot of damage. Pawn still has a lot of damage, but there's still more members of Dumb1 left alive. Pawn is trying to run them around this rift.
Can he get this one as well?
Yep, Cuz comes on over and just cleans it up. Pawn says, all right, we lost a couple of our carries.
It's a potential negative synergy going on there, but they still largely get over the line. They kill the Alpaca, which was the important one to begin the fight. Doesn't end up being clean. Pawn was really nice with the fadeaway EQ use there. That was really nicely done.
Kingzone will push these minion waves forward. This inhibitor will inevitably fall down as Dumb1 just want to find another heroic team fight.
Poor, and as you siege to a defender's advantage like the Nexus, you're going to get hit by 4 or 5 men.
Whoa! Okay, Rascal dives on forward. That's 2 already dead as Showmaker. They're going to wait for the ultimate and then take him down. No, Rascal a little bit too early there on that one as Cuz dives in. He is able to take down the cow and stays alive against Nuclear, who's not going to be so lucky. They obliterate Dumb1 and they don't want a Baron, they want a Nexus, and they want their 3rd one in a row to finish this series.
Kingzone Dragon X ending the game. The 3-0 means the 7-0 since the regular season started. Kingzone have grown up, and now SK Telecom T1 should have a real challenge on their hands.
Yep, and since round 2 started, they've lost 3 maps, I believe. Just absolute, utter dominance from this squad. It's going to continue moving into their next round of the gauntlet, but it's going to be a much more difficult opposition. SKT lie in wait, and it's going to be a huge one in a couple of days' time.
And that is just an awesome thing to say. We would have been right there telling fans, look, good victory, but SKT have to love their chances. If not for a series like this, where Kingzone was ahead on a micro level, a macro level, their drafting was better. They had new stuff, they returned